Hello, KZOOMers.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, so good to see people actually alive. Last week, everybody was frozen,
For a
and
long
I was
time.
like, "Oh my God, how do we even do this?" But we made it. I made it through, and so this week you can just keep moving to make sure you're you're not frozen. So this feels like a very special KZOOM because it's the last KZOOM of 2023.
Yeah.
And, some people say, like, Happy Secular New Year. But I don't think it's anything secular to me. Everything's holy to me. And every chance I get to start over, is such a machaya, a life-giving thing. And it feels like such an opportunity. The turning of the year feels like such an opportunity to look back And I was thinking about that it's not just about letting go of the past year. It's about learning from it, receiving its lessons, and receiving its gifts, really. So I'm hoping that this at this KZOOM, that our practice will help us to do that integration of the past so that we don't have to project the past onto the future. So that's really, the theme of this KZOOM has to do with cultivating expectancy and opening to surprise. And just, the capacity to be surprised is such a core kind of spiritual midar quality. And I remember, I've probably told this story many times, but I remember working at a home for developmentally disabled adults, and it was my job to wake up some of the residents and get them ready for their kind of like the work that they were going to do that day. And it was such an amazing thing that every day I would go into the room of Dougie, and he woke up in the same way every time I woke him. I would just like tap him on the shoulder a little bit, just to give him a little nudge, and his eyes would pop open really, really wide, and he would say, "I woke up!" And he did it with such joy, and he was surprised every single day. He was surprised, and that's the way he started his day. I woke up. Like, it's just an amazing thing, and it was kind of like a miracle. It's like it is a miracle, and he wasn't carrying anything from the past, any kind of expectations of what was going to happen. And so I want to let go of expectations and open in expectancy, to kind of open up the possibilities, because we have such a way of being conditioned by our past that kind of we project that past into the future, and becomes same old, and kind of a routine, and we might not even notice what's in front of us because we are seeing what we are projecting out from the past. And so the inspiration from the Song of Songs for this to cultivate this quality says, "Kol dodi hinay, the voice of my beloved, here it comes." And it's a kind of like an opening up, sort of like Dougie woke up to say, oh. And David Standelrast says that being open to surprise is an antidote to a life lived on autopilot. But the price that we have to pay for opening to surprise in that way is that we have to let go of the illusion of control. Because control is, when we try to control everything, we might screen out some difficulties, but we'll also inevitably screen out delight as well. So that impulse in us to be in control is also what keeps us from opening to surprise. So David Standelrast says that when we're available for unencumbered encounters with life, meaning not the baggage from the past, then we can see that there's a lot more going on, a lot more possible than our limited capacities and interests can fathom. So one of the great enemies of learning is knowing. So to greet life with curiosity and wonder. And so that feels like how I want to enter into 2024 with the with a willingness to learn and be changed and to be shaken out of my comfort zones and to enter through a state of wonder, because that's how our eyes will be opened. So when I do this practice called dodi, hinay, what I like to do is imagine, as once I learn the chant, I close my eyes and imagine a horizon, a far horizon, and I chant to a place that is beyond the horizon. And I'm sort of sending out a message to whatever it is coming to me in my life. I'm sending out a message that says I'm open, and allowing and curious and filled with wonder. And at the end of the chant, I just allow whatever it is to rise up above that horizon. And you never know what it's going to be. So let's try it. Let's try this practice. Kol dodi hinay zeba, 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 Keep your eyes closed. Bring your attention to the breath. Imagine breathing into your heart. And sending out that heart call to the place beyond the horizon. And with the next breath, just let your imagination just be free to allow whatever it is that wants to rise up above that horizon. And let it rise up of what is coming. What is coming above this horizon? What is rising for you? It could be a word or a feeling or an image. And if you'd like, when you get a message from that practice, if you want to write something in the chat of what you received. For me, it was Venus, which was a kind of a symbol for me of more love, trust. Let's see, anybody who wants to. Where's the chat? Yeah, laugh. Susan says laughter. Held in the night sky, hand opened and dance. So presence to be in this now, a sense of freedom, brisk weather, a big red moon sitting on the horizon. Wendy says aliveness. So this is like, for me, it's like I want to open divine love. I want to open to it. And I want to open to whatever it is, because I know that resistance is futile.
Really. That's the truth.
Right? And so whatever it is, whether it's a gift or a challenge, I want to open to it. And allow myself to be surprised. And I think that these we kind of come into this world with a veil. It's like we are, each of us, a great vast soul that enters into this adventure, this drama, this configuration, and we kind of forget everything. We wear kind of a veil of ignorance of the truth of who we really are. And then we spend a lifetime sort of clearing away that veil so that we can remember, we can come back to who we are meant to be.
Coming out of amnesia.
Yes. And so this practice from Psalm 119, it says, "Unveil my eyes, that I might see the miracles, which are always there." And it says the miracles of your Torah, and your Torah is everywhere. I mean, the meaning of Torah is not just what's written in a book; it's like what's written in creation. And so we want to unveil our eyes from the kind of cynicism, and I mean, the places, ways that we protect ourselves, we also keep out, the delight, the surprise. And so it's a courageous thing to take the veil off and say, I want to be able to encounter the world unencumbered by my conditioning and by my past, by my trauma, by my expectations. And I want to really, through that unveiling, I want to remember who I really am, where I come from, the wholeness that I am. So, we say aynai. And, there's so many things that veil the eyes. And some of it is just a kind of like the particular state that we're in that's cloudy. Mm-hmm. And we want to come into clarity and remembrance. So let's see if we can do this practice as an intention for the new year, to have that encounter with what is unencumbered.
נפלאות, גל עיניי והביטה נפלאות מתורתך. גל עיניי, גל עיניי, גל עיניי, גל עיניי, או גל עיניי. גל עיניי והביטה נפלאות, גל עיניי והביטה נפלאות מתורתך. גל עיניי, גל עיניי, גל עיניי, גל עיניי, או גל עיניי. גל עיניי והביטה, גל עיניי והביטה נפלאות, גל עיניי והביטה נפלאות מתורתך. גל עיניי, גל עיניי, גל עיניי, גל עיניי, או גל עיניי. גל עיניי והביטה, גל עיניי והביטה נפלאות, גל עיניי והביטה נפלאות מתורתך. גל עיניי, גל עיניי, גל עיניי, גל עיניי, או גל עיניי. גל עיניי והביטה, גל עיניי והביטה נפלאות, גל עיניי והביטה נפלאות מתורתך. גל עיניי, גל עיניי, גל עיניי, גל עיניי, או גל עיניי. גל עיניי והביטה, גל עיניי והביטה נפלאות, גל עיניי והביטה נפלאות מתורתך. גל עיניי, גל עיניי, גל עיניי, גל עיניי, או גל עיניי. גל עיניי והביטה, גל עיניי והביטה נפלאות, גל עיניי aynai, oh aynai, aynai ve'abita, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot mitorah. Aynai, 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 oh aynai ve'abita, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot mitorah. Aynai, 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 oh aynai, aynai ve'abita, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot mitorah. Aynai, 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 oh aynai, aynai ve'abita, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot mitorah. Aynai, 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 oh aynai, aynai ve'abita, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot mitorah. Aynai, 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 oh aynai, aynai ve'abita, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot mitorah. Aynai, 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 oh aynai, aynai ve'abita, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot, aynai ve'abita nifla'ot mitorah. Aynai, 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 oh aynai,
So I want you to just to close your eyes, and then when we open our eyes, get ready to be surprised by what you see. You ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
He saw you. And you. Oh.
So, as we unveil and get to know the vastness of really who we are, we start to be able to see each other more clearly. To say, to be able to look into a face and say, "Oh my God, it's a whole universe there." It's like I think, the sort of the, as David Steinrell said that that this sense of the enemy of true wisdom is thinking that you know. So thinking that you know who this person is like when you stop seeing, really. And to be able to maybe take a moment looking around the KZOOM room and seeing beyond the physical, beyond the surface, and into the soul. I had this experience on the 50th anniversary of the Lama Foundation, which is a place that in northern New Mexico that Ram Dass was part of founding it. And on the 50th anniversary, they asked me I led the Shabbat service there, and
still alive.
And Ram Dass was still alive, and he came on the Zoom. He came on the Zoom on Saturday night, and he and he looked at everybody. So on the Zoom, we were all sitting like there was probably like 75 people sitting there in the dome at Lama Foundation, and Ram Dass's face was up on the Zoom screen, and he looked at us, and he said, "I see your soul." And every single person started crying. to be seen in that way. And it was just a moment for me of like, oh yeah, that's how I want to see. I want to see your soul, I want to see beyond the surface of you. And when, in order to do that, I have to kind of, soften some of my own, ego, really, and open up to this divine flow that's going to clean me out of my misperceptions, really, or like the things that keep me from seeing. So I wanted to do a practice that is really about that divine flow and about the possibility of each of us becoming channels for that divine flow to all the places in our own being and through us out to the world. And it's called Peace Like a River, and it says Hin'ni is here I am, and this is from the prophet Isaiah, who is sort of channeling the divine presence that is saying, Hin'ni noteh ayleha kinahar shalom. Here I am, extending peace to her like a river. There is something that is flowing to each of us and through us into the world. If we do the work of clearing out the schmutz, So on these last days of 2023, I want to just let go of whatever's getting in the way of being that clear channel, that to allow the light, the love, the goodness to flow through.
And this chant helps me release the tension in my body that I didn't even know I had. It's just this each repetition is another layer that just releases.
And what I feel like a really important channel for me is the connection between my crown chakra and my heart. And I want to open up to that divine presence, let it come into my heart and through me out into the world. So I work with my heart to make my heart into the right kind of vessel that can allow that through. So when I say Hin'ni, it's like I'm opening up to this big, wide kind of presence out there, and I'm allowing it to come in through me, through my heart. Hin'ni, noteh ayleha, shalom. And sort of feeling that kind of a river of peace that is flowing through. And boy, the world really needs this right now.
Oh my goodness.
And so, we can each of us offer ourselves as that channel. So I want to.
We're all over the world, literally. So just let this river flow over the whole world.
So this receiving that divine flow and allowing it through, and feeling like this 2024 is the year that will all become unstuck and open to that flow.
Hin'ni, noteh ayleha, shalom. Hin'ni, noteh ayleha, Hin'ni, noteh ayleha, shalom. Hin'ni, noteh ayleha, shalom.
Say Hin'ni, it's like also I'm showing up to be that channel. Hin'ni, here I am.
Hin'ni, noteh ayleha, shalom. 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 Hin'ni, noteh ayleha, shalom.
Just open up that channel that you are.
Hin'ni, noteh ayleha, shalom. Hin'ni, noteh ayleha, shalom.
open your eyes and let yourself to be drawn to one square on this KZOOM screen, one soul here, and see if you can chant just to that person now.
Hin'ni, noteh, ayleha,
and pick somebody else now.
Hin'ni, noteh, ayleha,
So you're channeling God's presence to that person.
Hin'ni, noteh, ayleha, shalom.
Find another face.
Hin'ni, noteh, ayleha, shalom.
Spread this around.
Hin'ni, noteh, ayleha, shalom. Hin'ni, noteh, ayleha,
And once more.
Hin'ni, noteh, ayleha, shalom. Hin'ni, noteh, ayleha,
So close your eyes, and it's pretty a good chance that somebody was channeling this river of peace to you. And so you want to come into that place of receptivity, of really receiving this blessing, this flow, and let it water the parts of you that have gotten crusty or dry. Let it come in to sort of bring a juiciness into you, and a flow and a movement inside you. If there's anything that's gotten rigid or stiff, with the illusion of control, just let that river flow in to loosen that stiffness, clear that blockage, clearing cynicism and jadedness and old grudges, just letting it flow through you so that we are ready for this new year. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and give a nod of thanks to all the channels here that are bringing you that flow.
We even have a fire going in the wood stove. One of these squares, you can just warm your hands over that fire. Thank you, Judy.
So I want to do one more practice, and this is a practice I really like doing at this time of year, the dark time of year, and it's from Psalm 97, and the zarua is the light that we plant. So as tzadikim, tzadikot, as the righteous ones, the way that we come into that yishrei lev, that upright heart, is by planting seeds. And I'm always looking for seed moments. A seed moment is like that. We get these glimpses of the expanded reality. Or me waking up Dougie in the morning and him saying, "Wow, I woke up." That's a seed moment because it's something that I want to plant in me and remember and grow.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I like to do with this practice is look back at the past year of 2023 and say, was there a seed moment, something that you would like to grow, a moment of light or joy or expansiveness or realization? You could easily forget it if you don't plant it in you and then tend that seed. So let's just take a couple moments to sort of look back at this past year and to see if there's a moment that pops up for you that is like, oh yeah, that was a seed moment. I want to grow that. Oh, you have one?
Oh, yeah. It was the Friday night of our Yom Kippur weekend retreat in the East Mountains, east of Albuquerque, at the Blue Desert Retreat Center. And it was just beginning, and we were outside in a grove of trees with, it was a great place to be in the setting sun, and people were coming, and we were chanting hallelujah, and I was just standing up welcoming everyone, singing hallelujah. And it was just like, that was a moment. I was just there. It was so happy. Yeah, I want to grow that one.
So if you're with someone else, you could turn to them and say, "This was my seed moment. This was my seed moment. This is what I want to grow." And I think, and so we'll use the sound of the chant and these sacred words to plant that seed moment in us, because this is the darkest, deepest time of the year, and we're about to enter in. There's going to be more light to be shining on on that seed. So I want to tend that seed. So take that moment, a remembrance of a moment of joy, light, or expansiveness, and plant that glimpse like a seed inside your heart. And then we'll chant to that seed moments. Zarua, laTzadik, u'lishelef simcha. Zarua, laTzadik, u'lishelef simcha. Plant the seed of joy and light, tend them carefully, day and night, in this soil so dark and deep. I plant the dreams that love will reap. Zarua, laTzadik, u'lishelef simcha. Zarua, laTzadik, u'lishelef simcha. Plant the seed of joy
seed of joy and light. Tend them carefully, day and night. In this soil so dark and deep, I plant the dreams that love will reap. Oh, zarua, laTzadik, simcha. Oh, zarua, laTzadik, simcha. Plant the seed of joy and light. Tend them carefully, day and night. In this soil so dark and deep, I plant the dreams that love will reap. Oh, zarua, laTzadik, simcha. Oh, zarua, laTzadik, simcha. Plant the seed of joy and light. Tend them carefully, day and night. In this soil so dark and deep, I plant the dreams that love will reap. Oh, zarua, laTzadik, simcha. Oh, zarua, laTzadik, simcha. Plant the seeds of joy and light. Tend them carefully, day and night. In this soil so dark and deep, I plant the dreams that love will reap. Oh, zarua, laTzadik, simcha. Oh, zarua, laTzadik, simcha. Plant the seeds of joy and light. Tend them carefully, day and night. In this soil so dark and deep, I plant the dreams that love will reap.
So close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, feel inside you that seed that is growing in the dark of your heart, which is a moment that we want to bring attention to, honor, lift up, and let that seed moment grow in us as we enter into this new year, and make a commitment to that seed of saying, like, yes, I'm going to pay attention to you. And I'm also going to look for seed moments. Just look for them. Like, oh yeah. And, sort of bring honor to that. We have such a negativity bias in the brain where we bring attention to the most yucky parts. And so our spiritual practice is to be able to acknowledge those difficulties, but then turn towards that moment that wants to reveal itself to you as God, as the divine presence in this moment. And the more that we bring our loving attention, the more that we grow that in our lives. And the more then that we notice it as we walk through the world, we'll notice those things that are the miracles that are hidden everywhere.
Yeah. Well, golly, night, we got to get the veils off.
Got to get those veils off.
And then you can notice.
Yeah. So I want to wish everybody a happy New Year, and to say that we'll be here next year.
Yes.
On Thursday next year.
A week and a year away.
The journey, and to be able to say that also there, in the retreat in Tampa that I'm doing, there was one cancellation, so we have one opening for if somebody here says, like, oh yeah, I want to go, just write to me and we can arrange that to happen. I think it's going to be wonderful, and I am going to stop